Hello, this is Joey from Blokes from Blighty, and before we get into today's episode, we're going to hear from our friends at Gaming Views.
Wow, take it away, gang.
Welcome to the trailer for Gaming Views. Think of it as the demo level before the real action kicks off.
We're Dan, and every week we're bringing hot takes, breaking news, deep dives, and everything gaming related.
From the biggest headlines to retro classics, hardware breakdowns, and inside scoops on developers, we cover it all.
So level up your gaming knowledge, subscribe to Gaming Views wherever you get your podcasts, and don't miss out.
Not fighting in it.
Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bumps till it pushed me out of line. You can't spell my name without the $sign. Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind.
Bars.
This is Tim from Two Blokes from Blighty on our first video form podcast.
Oh, you might have to cut that if it doesn't fucking work, but hello if it does.
We'll see. I'm joined by my brother Joey Fitz. Hello.
Tim, that was Baby No Money's new track, right?
Oh, it's so good.
Just Baby No Money's just good.
I wasn't a big fan of Boom, but his other stuff's good.
I think Boom's okay.
It's weaker than, Check is still top tier for me. 2 is elite.
The top tier, creme de la creme, will always be It Boy.
Yeah.
And it's got the best video in the world ever.
It's just the cameraman's stuck zooming in forever.
The top comment on the YouTube is something like, "Cameraman, we could shoot, but my zoom is broken and it just keeps zooming in. Baby No Money. Okay."
All right.
That's it. Tim, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Very, very well, thank you. I feel like we've timed our recordings perfectly because we stopped at season 10 and it was cool. And then it turned, this country turned into the surface of the sun.
Yep.
And we started season 11 when the surface of the sun has fucked off again.
You're welcome, UK.
This is Two Blokes from Blighty cooling you down since 2025. Tim, we always start our episodes in exactly the same way, and that is with a quiz question. And I haven't loaded the quiz question jingle into the thing.
No.
Oh no, do you want to do a live one?
The pub quiz question of the week.
Bum, 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 bum. That's not
not a jingle, that's a sound effect at best.
Bum, 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 bum. That's what you call a fucking jingle, Tim.
Pub quiz of the week.
Wow, that was seamless.
Beautiful stuff. Pub quiz of the week, as always, is I am going to go through a series of pub quiz questions until Joey can't get one right immediately, and then we're going to go from there, and that'll be our pub quiz question. Got it?
Nice.
Good.
Got it. Yeah, good.
Joey, what's the capital of New York?
Capital of New York.
Mm-hmm. As a state.
New York City.
It's not New York City. I'm going to give you 2 more.
New York City.
New York City.
There is nowhere else in New York.
There's
just
lots
New
of
York
places.
City. Manhattan.
It's not Manhattan.
I don't, really, geography is not my strong suit unless you're talking about flags. If you had a flags quiz, we'd be here all fucking day.
We could possibly do that now. Perhaps.
I mean, there are still people that are just audio.
Well, keep up while you're driving.
Yeah, that's it. Get a projector and project onto the roof of the inside of your car while you're driving.
And look up.
Instead of at the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Good. You got one last guess, Joey, and then...
I've no fucking idea.
Well, then that's going to be our pub quiz question of the week.
Wisconsin.
It's not Wisconsin. That's a different state entirely.
Sorry, the capital of New York City is a capital N, a capital Y, and a capital C.
Well done. It's not that.
Yeah, I really can't think of anywhere else in New York.
That's okay. No problem. We'll come back to the end of the episode.
It's a different state. There you go.
Well, again, end of the episode. You'll find
Sorry,
out.
if you tell me that's the fucking answer, I'm going to be really annoyed.
It's not.
Good, thought so.
It's not.
Yeah, there you go, Tim. Well,
Good.
we're off to a flyer.
Absolutely. What days of the week we got, Joey?
Oh, okay, let's do that.
Tim and Joey talking loud. Holidays that make them proud. Calendar check every week. Which day holds the peak? Valentine's is on a pivot. Christmas Eve sometimes hits it. New Year's Eve can be found smiling on a Wednesday round. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Time to shake the mood. Celebrate whatever's there. Make the middle week a fair.
Now, for... Oh, fucking hell.
Oh my god, extended version? Hello.
Would you let it run? I've never heard this. We've stopped there.
What
There is
the hell was that? Where did that come from?
There's another minute.
What the hell? Maybe you'll get that next week, audience.
I doubt it very much. I imagine we'll be back to the shortened version because I don't just want to be Jingle Pod
That one's
again.
a Patreon exclusive. There you
It
go.
is, yeah. You have to pay £95 a week for it.
Yeah, you'll get the sucker badge.
Yeah, you will. You will. Okay, so, Tim,
Yeah.
I feel like you were quite reserved in that. Normally we have dabbing, you're on the table throwing it back. But now, video, you gave it a little
Yeah,
And that's
a
it.
little drum.
little drum. But you didn't do your big dance. So
No, not this time.
there you go. Okay, Tim, days of the week this week.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Cool. Love that.
So, I'm including some weeks. Okay?
Yep.
So, the week can be starting the 7th of July to the 14th of July, and the days will be specifically for the 9th of July, okay?
Got it. Okay.
So, starting with days. Fashion Day.
No.
National Dimples Day.
No.
National Sugar Cookie Day.
Gee, you weren't kidding about them being shit. No.
Now, my favourite out of a very bad bunch, National Don't Put All Your Eggs in the One Omelette Day.
That's a contender.
That's a poor contender.
That's a contender for me.
Okay.
I love eggs and I love an omelette.
Tim, Great British Pee Week.
As in the garden pee or urine.
Not having a piss, no.
Right, okay.
How do you feel about that?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Wimbledon?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Rabbit Week?
What's just celebrating rabbits?
Just celebrating rabbits.
Okay, that could be a contender.
Yeah. National Transplant Week. Thinking of having a transplant? Could do
Get it
this
done
week.
now. There's a discount.
Yep. Or you can have O.J. Simpson's birthday as the 9th of July, or Tom Hanks' birthday as the 9th of July.
Oh, but Tom Hanks.
Yes.
Go, audience, go watch a Tom Hanks movie for his birthday. Done.
Fucking love Tom Hanks. What's your favourite Tom Hanks movie?
Where's a favourite Tom Hanks movie?
No, that's what I asked you.
Yeah, I keep going to say something and then I'm like, no, it's Bill Murray. I mean, the only one that comes to mind immediately right now is Castaway, but it's just because everything in my head is just saying, oh no, Bill Murray's in that. Bill Murray's in that.
Castaway is a great film, though.
It's a good movie.
Forrest Gump.
Of course, it's God damn it. Yeah, of course that's.
Oh no, that's Bill Murray, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, Bill Murray, famously.
And Tom Hanks was in Groundhog Day.
Yeah, he was also in Ghostbusters.
He was also a groundhog.
He played the groundhog.
Big.
Never saw it.
What?
Never seen it.
That's good. Captain.
Oh no, hang on. It's the one about his body ages faster than he does, isn't it? And I know he's got like the brain of a 4-year-old or something.
Yeah.
That's the one. Yeah. I thought it was called Jack.
It's in his bag the whole time.
What?
The brain of the 4-year-old is in his bag. Just carries it around.
Oh, okay. You're fucking with me. I don't remember that bit.
Toy Story. Any of the Toy Stories.
I didn't rate 3 that much.
1 and 2 though.
They're fine. I like 1 and 2, I suppose. Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
Great movie, actually.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I would put it mid-tier in Tom Hanks movies.
That's still a good movie.
Can I just say I've seen the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan about 20 times, and then after that I get very bored very quickly. I don't think I've ever seen the end of the film.
It's how he prepares for playing Call of Duty.
It's how I prepare for getting up in the morning. And then Turner and Hooch, bad boy film.
Yeah, it's okay.
Love Turner and Hooch. He's apparently in Cars, which I didn't know.
Didn't know that.
And then the other one is a film that always makes me cry, The Green Mile.
Oh, Green Mile breaks me. The whole thing of don't turn out the light, I'm scared of the dark. It's
Scared of the dark.
God. Feelings.
Waterworks. So that's how we're celebrating the opening of season 11.
With a cry.
July the 9th, Tom Hanks Day. Go and watch a Tom Hanks film.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Didn't we have Tom Hanks as a thing on an early season?
No.
What's Tom Hanks doing right now?
Was it Tom Hanks? No, it was Bill Murray.
No, yeah, okay, it was Bill Murray. We had Johnny Vegas. We had Will Smith. There was one
Who was
season.
Will Smith kicking the shit out of?
My answer was every single time was Rishi Sunak. It's because I was very angry at the government for a very long time. About 10 weeks, I would say. But yeah, I'm sure Tom Hanks was one, because I really like Tom Hanks.
You might have been. He's a
And
Villa fan.
I have a photo of me in the same room as Tom Hanks.
That's exciting. Not near him, though.
The room does happen to be a football stadium, and he was on the other side of it.
Joe was in the bushes.
Yes. Cock might have been a man. Might not.
Might not.
Allegedly. Let's not.
That's what the courts say or whatever.
Tim, where would you like to go next? We've got a couple of things that we want to talk about. But yeah, it's up to you. What would you like to speak about?
We could do Weird History.
And do Weird History?
Do Weird History. History.
I need to get used to the fact that jingle works.
It does. I'm used to not hearing it come out of a salt grinder. Joe, do you like swimming?
I do like swimming.
All right, cool. We're going to learn about swimming.
Go in the water. Swim in the water.
Stay above water.
You can swim underwater.
Not for long.
Depends how long you can hold your breath.
Yeah. June 24th, 1883. Philadelphia.
Damn it.
Philadelphia. Opened its first outdoor municipal pool in the United States on the corner of 12th and Wharton Streets. This pool was primarily intended to function as a large public bathtub
Okay.
for working class residents who did not have bathing facilities in their home.
Very noble.
4 days after opening, local boys and young men who flocked to the pool to roughhouse and play rioted when the superintendent told them that they would not be admitted that evening. They tore the bathhouse door off its hinges, knocked down the fence surrounding the pool, and all climbed in. Police officers soon restored order, though, with a, quote, liberal application of their clubs.
So they beat the shit out of boys trying to have a swim.
Yes.
Good.
Following 1883, Philadelphia went on to build 9 more pools, which became incredibly popular, with as many as 144,000 people swimming in the pool over each summer. These pools, though meant for bathing, also became places for swimming, and they attracted lower classes and street gaming. Critically, these facilities did not contain showers, as the pool in and of itself was considered an instrument of cleaning.
Okay. Were they full of chlorine?
No.
Just water.
Just
straight
water.
up water.
We will get to that.
Okay, good.
In 1885, the YMCA introduced the first swimming pool in Brooklyn. Over the next 25 years, these pools became significant sources of a sustainable revenue for the YMCA, and at the time, drowning was the second leading cause of death for boys under 16 after various diseases.
Okay.
The YMCA actually took a bit of initiative here and offered to organise lessons including teaching the crawl stroke, the fastest swim stroke possible.
Okay.
Very cool. Here's where it doesn't get cool.
Cool.
In the early 1900s, boys were required to swim nude because the swimsuits were made of wool and would shed fibres and clog the relatively lame filtration systems of the pools. Women were allowed to wear swimsuits.
That were made of wool.
Yes.
That doesn't sound like equality to me.
No, and I'm beginning to think it's not about the wool.
No, I think it's probably not.
In 1906, Edwin Foster, a Northwestern Medical School graduate working at the YMCA, tested the water and discovered it was contaminated. This was a major threat to the YMCA's business income, as cholera and typhoid were known to be transmitted through water and were causing widespread fatal epidemics. The YMCA's pool procedure then became to drain and refill the pool once a week.
But that cost a bloody fortune.
I imagine so. So much water. This refilling practice continued into the 1920s with one 45,000-gallon pool in Spartanburg, South Carolina, being emptied and refilled twice a week.
Wow, you want to live in North Carolina?
You would want to find out what day the pool's being refilled on, right? And go in immediately after that, not the night before.
Yes,
Yeah.
you would. Because if you're going to get typhoid, that's
Now's
when
the
you're going to
time.
get it.
1909, as the New York Times covered a swim meet where families and around 1,000 spectators watched. Boys in their trial heats discovered that their swim trunks impeded them, and they could swim fast and nude, leading them to swim nude thereafter.
This sounds like a ploy to have boys swim nude.
The more this goes on, the more you're going to think that.
I already think it.
In 1910, the first pool with a recirculating pump in it was installed. Cool. 1913, chlorine chemicals began being added to water. Around this time, the federal government also started to require the chlorination of public water.
We love that.
Good call. By the 1920s, wool bathing suits were on their way out, being replaced by more comfortable alternatives that didn't shed fibers.
Good.
Despite this, nude swimming for males was still very common.
Okay.
In 1926, the American Public Health Association, or APA as they're now known, published the first guidelines for swimming pool management. These guidelines recommended that males take a soap shower before swimming nude, while females were allowed to wear unadorned, undyed tank suits. Male swimmers were also subject to visual inspections by an aquatic director to check for open wounds and other indications of infectious disease before swimming.
This is someone who gets paid to inspect naked men.
Yes, after they've soaked up.
I feel like we're back in last Weird History.
The tail end of season 10.
Exactly.
There's a big open wound back here. This pre-swim physical examination for nude bathers was encouraged in the book The Sanitation of Bathhouses by William Parr Gard, and was often enforced in YMCA buildings, schools, and military baths.
Okay.
1926, the Ironwood Daily Globe, a Wisconsin paper, published nude photos of a boy swimming along with his home address.
Why?
I don't know.
Like what you see?
Let me just grab this exact
I
reference
thought you were
here.
going to say the photo. That
Here it is.
Here for all of you on our first ever video episode.
The paper noted that the girls wore suits, and the boys pretended that the pool was some sort of old swimming hole and would go in minus everything except their dignity. Yep. According to sources, the Shaban Pass, a Wisconsin paper, published nude photos of a particular boy along with his home address in 1941. The article from the paper described the difference in swimming, as we've just done. But the photo went on to show Howard Rich, who is often referred to by his nickname, and I hate that I'm going to say this because it's absolutely a racial slur these days.
Oh, Tim, don't say it then.
Fine, Victor C-word Reinhold, and C-word is used for...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for the Asian community.
Oh, wait, now I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to message at you.
Don't message me slurs.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to.
Victor, name Ray Holt, who lived at 1530 Clay Street Avenue, demonstrates
Why are you giving out his name?
He's dead, probably. Demonstrated his diving technique to his schoolmates. This practice of publishing such photos and personal information was highlighted as being extremely concerning in later years and was likened to, quote, a treasure hunt for paedophilia.
I mean, yes.
However,
But people started wearing clothes and stopped publishing addresses.
not for quite a while. In the 1930s... Oh, I should note, by the way, there was zero complaints in the form of letters sent to those papers after that, so no one took issue with it.
I imagine that some people, mainly the victims, would have taken issue.
Probably at the time. In the 1930s, female athleticism was disdained, with doctors writing books that claiming athletic women gave birth to, quote, ugly babies.
Damn, this woman can run a mile in 4 minutes.
Stop doing push-ups, your baby's head's going to be sideways. And so on.
I imagined Stewie when you said that.
During World War II, the L-85 regulation was implemented, mandating the minimal use of cloth for clothing as it was needed for munitions. This made it patriotic for men and boys to swim nude.
Stop.
Photos of more naked boys were published in magazines and newspapers around the country to drum up support.
Be proud of these boys.
Get
Look
your
how
dick out,
naked
son,
they
and
are.
don't you love America?
Is that, you know, we record this and you think, did I really just say that?
Yeah.
Isn't
Didn't
that
think
one
those
of
words
them?
would be coming out my mouth today, but here we
Your
are.
dick out, son, is for America.
1941, Life magazine published a photo of young boys showering nude as a part
What? That's not even swimming.
No, but there's water involved, so it counts.
What?
As a part
And then the next year, they took naked photos of the boys drinking water.
This was part of a spread on the concept of democracy article they put. This picture took up half the page. And it was considered perfectly appropriate at the time, with no reader concerns expressed in letters.
People moan about the good old days, right?
This is what they were.
I prefer my good old days without naked pictures of children in the newspapers.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
That'd be good.
In the late 1950s, the automatic chlorination was controllable in water, and medicines that had conquered polio, reducing fears of water-transmitted disease. But nude swimming was still a requirement set by the APA to use public baths.
I don't like the APA.
No, they tend to be the villain of a lot of our stories. In the 1960s, though, societal norms began to shift, with some boys and their parents starting to voice concerns about nude swimming. In 1961, many high school boys and their parents in Minnesota, Wisconsin petitioned the school board to allow boys to wear swimming trunks, citing moral, physical, and psychological impacts. The all-male board voted down the position, claiming that swim trunks would be too expensive and that nude swimming would build a man's character, noting it prepared boys for the, quote, disregard for privacy in the armed forces.
Swim naked here, boys. People will look at your dick elsewhere as well.
You'll be in a magazine. You don't want to be famous, don't you? In 1962, the American Public Health Organization, though, did drop its nude swimming recommendation, saying it was no longer needed to preserve public health.
What year was that?
1962.
The 60s.
The era where people were famously getting naked to protest war. People were now, wait a minute, we might not need this one.
Maybe we don't have to.
Post 1962, and my notes just say, quote, in the 60s, which I suppose is accurate, the YMCA began to admit females into the pools. Each individual YMCA location was then allowed to decide its own nude swimming policies. Irvin
Just
Brer,
let people wear fucking clothes.
Irvin Brer, the general secretary of the Allentown, Pennsylvania's YMCA, stated the only rational reason to continue swimming nude was to encourage a proper attitude towards the body.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
1970s, nude swimming begins to fade from schools and public pools.
Shock horror. It's not the thing to do.
So I'd like to remind you, the first public pool was opened in 1883, and now we're in the 1970s.
90 years. It only took 90 years, folks.
In 1972, Congress passed the federal Title IX regulations, which prohibited sexual discrimination in educational institutions and allowed females to play on male sports teams, if no teams existed for females. This greatly increased the women's involvement in sports, including swimming, along with a boy's dislike for the practice, helping end male nude swimming in schools.
Get your dick out, little girl. Don't you love America?
Don't you love America? Dad, that was 40 years ago.
Said the dad, repressing all of his memories.
Yeah, I had to do it, you will too. In 1973 to 1974, the Duluth School District included an amount in its budget that would secure a sufficient number of swimsuits for the boys to wear in their swim program. The practice of requiring boys to swim nude was discontinued immediately upon securing this budget. Great.
Good. Can I just say, the reason I laughed then is because during the last Weird History, when the episode went live, I got a text from friend and listener Dan from Gaming Views saying he was very embarrassed when he was playing this in a car with the windows down. And that was about the last one. Imagine what he's going to say when
so
he
much
pulls up
penis
at the
talk.
traffic lights and someone next to him hears, "Get your dick out, son. Don't you love America?"
Today, though, TV and movies depict boys of the time wearing swimsuits, leading to the belief that they would have been common, but this is actually incorrect. The belief that nude swimming was not a widespread practice has been proven false many a time, but the sources from these reports highlight the significant inconsistency of rules for women while being clothed while boys were required to swim, leading this to be labelled as a red flag and leaving a, quote, crazy weird paedophile feel.
Question.
Far away.
Was the fact that we know that it was nude swimming was encouraged proven by the fact that it was only in the fucking 60s?
70s, it was stopped.
Okay, the fucking 70s.
But that's a history on American swimming pools.
Wow.
I thought that was a weird one to do because it's just not about a person or an invention, but just bizarre behaviour and rulings.
Awful and bizarre behaviour of people who are in charge of swimming pools where people are vulnerable anyway. Let's show their vulnerability and post their address.
Yeah, the posting the addresses is the weirdest thing.
It's very strange. Right, Tim, thank you for Weird History. I don't know if I ever want to hear it again. So thank goodness you're editing this one. Let's move into jokes. You won't have to do the trumpet either.
No, I won't. That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak. I misread that as that's the joke of the week. Oh, the
Tim.
trumpet's back.
Tim,
Hello.
you went off camera then, and I'm really worried that you're going to come back with another joke book.
No, I'm not.
Goodness. So, welcome to our welcome to our joke of the week section, where Tim and I will tell each other some hilarious jokes that we've come up with or found. Tim, what flavour is your cider that you pulled that face?
Nordic berries, and it's from my desk from last night. I picked up the wrong can.
Yum, yum, yum.
So it's just warm, flat cider.
I have a can of that cider, but it's like strawberry and elderflower.
Oh, that's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, it's nice.
I've got 4 cans of it in the fridge, and I've been too nervous to even try it.
It's Alska for anyone who's interested.
Alska.
Lovely cider.
It's good. Right, so sorry, we're going to tell each other jokes, and when one of our jokes makes the other person laugh, the section is over, and that is our joke of the week. Tim, do you want to go first, or would you like me to?
How many have you got?
I don't know, I've got a lot.
I got 10.
You go first.
All right. My girlfriend used to punch me in the face when she'd orgasm. I didn't mind too much until I found out she was faking them.
No, it's quite sad.
Yeah.
Tim, I told a joke in a Zoom meeting and no one laughed. Turns out I'm not even remotely funny.
It's good.
Get it? Because remote
Yep.
working.
Yep.
Yep.
My teacher told me I'd be no good at poetry due to my dyslexia, but so far I've made 3 jugs and a vase, so fuck you, Mr. Peterson.
Very good. I thought that was going to get me. I enjoyed that. And fuck you, Mr. Peterson. Tim, I don't know if we've had this one, so we might have done. It's made me laugh. Koi fish travel in groups of 4. Koi A, Koi B, and Koi C are real. The 4th one is a decoy.
Yeah, we've had that one.
Okay.
Fuck, you are so tight, I whisper as I do my budget for the month.
Good?
Good?
Yeah. I think it was how close you got to the microphone that got me. This is a dumb one, okay? This made me laugh, and I think it's your humour because it's really flipping stupid.
All right.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
This is Sean Goddard.
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd get you in that one.
I've heard it before, but it is a good one.
Okay.
Put it in, she screamed as I stood in front of the open oven door holding a pan of lasagna.
I'm sensing a theme with yours here, Tim.
Nah.
Just so you know, a colon can change the meaning of a sentence completely. For example, Jane ate her friend's sandwich. Or, Jane ate her friend's colon.
Hearty meal for Jane,
Depends on the friend.
I suppose. Give it to me, I'm so fucking wet, she screamed at me, but I wasn't going to give anyone my umbrella.
This theme of yours is annoyingly good. I don't know why I saved that. That's terrible. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
Can't what?
What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
Go on.
A maybe.
We've had that one before.
Oh.
I was woken up with oral sex this morning, and that's how I learned not to fall asleep on the train with my mouth open. There it is.
Damn it.
That's pretty funny, to be fair. That joke was weak.
Very good.
I misread that as that's the joke of the week. There it is.
Do you miss the trumpet? Do you miss doing the trumpet?
No, I'm very glad it's back, actually.
Okay, good. Tim, I think I was still giddy from the maybe joke, but well done. You won Joke of the Week for the first time in a full season, Tim. You went the whole of last season without winning one because of that stupid joke book.
Worth it.
Tell us the Joke of the Week again.
I was woken up with oral sex this morning, and that's how I learned to not fall asleep on the train with my mouth open.
Very good. Very, very, very good. So,
Penis
Tim,
talk this week.
an inordinate amount of penis talk. Tim, I was in Birmingham City Centre today.
On the train?
At the office. Not on the train. No, I drive because I don't want to mix with the people of Birmingham. That's not true. I've got a lot of love for the people of Birmingham, as I'm about to say. And I walk past, between where I park the car and my office, I walk past a street called Navigation Street, which is right next to Birmingham New Street.
Yep.
Have you seen the new mural that has been put up there?
No.
I said I wouldn't type on this, but I apologise. So, there's a brand new mural that's been done in Birmingham.
Yep.
And it's very cool. So, this made me proud to be from Birmingham, Tim.
Where are you saying this, on Discord or?
Share my screen. I'm doing it here so everyone
so the
can
audience
see.
can see. Magic.
So look, this is my screen. This is the mural.
Yeah, I saw the video of this being painted on TikTok.
I did too. But how cool is that?
That's very cool. For those who don't know, Black Sabbath are famously from Birmingham. The
Black
birthplace of heavy
Sabbath.
metal.
Yes, and when I walked past this, I thought, man, that is so cool. And it got me thinking about the Black Sabbath gig is this weekend.
Oh, the charity one?
Well, I don't know if it's for charity. It's this weekend, and look at that.
Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne's a bit of a cheat, considering one is in the other.
Well, but they're doing it separately, so
Metallica,
Slayer, Pantera,
one of
Gojira.
them's dead.
Two of them are dead, actually.
Two of them, okay. I mean, that's a pretty stacked lineup.
And it's added since then.
Yeah.
There's more since then. And I just think I walked past this and I put Black Sabbath on Spotify and I just listened to it for a bit. And I really thought, that's such a fucking cool thing to be in the same city that you're from and to be such a big part of the city that you come from and go to regularly. And then I found out that last week, in a private ceremony, Black Sabbath were given the freedom of Birmingham.
What does that mean?
I don't know. My question for you is, would you want the freedom of Birmingham?
Yeah, I'd like to be able to go into Yardley Wood.
You can go to Yardley Wood, Tim.
What?
There's a train station.
Not again.
But yeah, I just think it's a really strange thing to have, like the keys to the city.
You had a much more pleasing walk to work than I did the other day, where I walked from where I parked my car in Bristol to my office in Bristol and saw a guy masturbating in the park. It was 7 a.m.
I Look, I needed to go. Okay, it's
Man's got needs.
but like, I was just before we start these episodes, you and I say to each other, "Is there anything you want to talk about?" And I said, "Yeah, I just wanted to talk about being really proud of Birmingham." And you turned that around to a man wanking in the park.
Yeah, it looked like he was sunbathing at first, and then I saw his penis out. I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
I mean, he was on the same train as me.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, you've killed it dead. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, Tim, is I think I've accidentally become a weeb.
No, what are you watching? Other than, what's that anime that you and I both liked? Recent one about dungeon crawler, and he levels up.
Oh, Solo Leveling.
Solo
I watched
Leveling.
About 5 episodes of that and gave up.
That's good.
I accidentally bought a book, Tim.
Is that a Bloodborne graphic novel?
It is.
That's awesome.
It's really cool, but I now own a graphic novel.
That's cool.
I'll let you know how cool it is.
I mean, for the audience, like, I'm not a big graphic novel guy, but you might be able to see it just in the corner of the frame right there.
No, you can't see it.
It's that frame I'm pointing to. That is an animation cell from the original 1997 run of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, given to me by friend of the pod, Pete.
How bizarre was the adventure?
Very bizarre.
Yeah.
It's all it is for any JoJo fans. It's just Polnareff holding a bag, but it's cool to know that it's one of a kind. Angle.
Come on,
That'll
Tim,
do.
you can do it.
That'll do.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, baby.
There you go. I bought 3 books, and it was like buy 3 get 1 free. I was buying a book for Jack. I wanted a book, and I thought, well, I'll get 2 more. I bought a Stephen King book, and that was off of, I've said their name about 6 times, Gaming Views. On Casting Views, Dan did a mind wipe, and Dan talked about how much he loves Stephen King's writing with it. So I bought the Stephen King book. It's The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger.
Oh, I've heard of the Dark Tower.
There's a film with Matthew McConaughey and Idris Elba, maybe.
I think so.
Might watch the film first and see what I think. Yeah, but that's it. I've accidentally become a weeb, and I'm very proud of being from Birmingham. When I go where I park in New Street, you come down the lift, because I'm like 7 stories up. You come down the lift and you see Ozzy the Bull.
That's cool.
Have you seen? You know Ozzy the Bull?
I know
don't you?
what's in the bowl, but for the audience,
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me.
I don't just tell them about it, just in case they're driving.
So Ozzy the Bull is an enormous mechanical, like steampunk bull that was created for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, and it.
For those who don't know, the bull is kind of the mascot of Birmingham City.
Yeah, I think that. Well, let's not say it like that.
Well, not a football club.
For Birmingham as a city.
Yeah, the city of Birmingham.
Is it the mascot simply because we had a shopping centre called the Bullring?
I think so, but like the Bullring was pretty central to the city centre.
Well, it is in the city centre.
Yeah, but like what I mean is like if you look at a lot of photos of Birmingham, that thing that looks like blue tack with hubcap stuck in it, that's the current. That's to be exact.
The new Bullring.
That's the new Bullring. That's the Selfridges side.
Yeah.
There is like a pillar-looking building that's just all glass. That's now called the Rotunda, but that was the old Bullring.
No, it wasn't. It was always the Rotunda.
Well, wait, where's the old Bullring then?
They knocked it down to make the new Bullring. There you go.
I'm really glad
There's
we
your
got blue tack with hubcaps on it.
history there for you.
Weird history.
History.
Let's go
Tim,
swimming.
Let's not. But yeah, so Ozzy the Bull is there. He's cool. Every 15 minutes, his eyes light up and he looks around. He goes, "Oh, you little
Blows out
fuckers."
smoke from his nose.
He doesn't do that anymore.
He gave up smoking.
It's indoors, so he can't legally
Can't
vape
smoke
anymore.
indoors. Yeah.
What times we live in? Things were
Yeah.
better in the good old days where you could swim naked and smoke inside. You could swim smoking naked.
If you want.
If
Don't ask me how the
wouldn't,
physics of that work, but
But there you go.
there was
Tim,
no chlorine.
the other thing, so I said about the Birmingham thing, and I've accidentally become a weeb. You told me you've been thinking of something to bring back for the podcast.
Yes.
Do you want me to do the thing?
Yeah, I mean, should we go and get him out of the cupboard?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to.
Hang on. Let me just go and get it.
Don't forget, people can see you this time.
Oh yeah.
My name's Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic 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 Littlewood. Little Dominic Littlewood. Little. I'm on the case.
It must have been about 4 in the morning when I made that jingle.
Hello, Joey.
Hello, Dominic. It's been a long time.
It's lovely to be back.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling great. I've just had a lovely drum clean.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a washing machine. Dominic.
How could you forget? It's one of my iconic features.
What are your other iconic features?
My
Dominic?
web feet and striped socks.
Great, good. I'll be honest, Dominic. Tim told me that you're coming back, but he didn't tell me why.
I've prepared a quiz.
Great, let's do it.
Joey, on top of identifying cowboy builders,
Step back from the mic, Dominic.
on top of identifying cowboy builders, I identify birds.
Okay, cool.
I've got 12 wheel birds and 12 fake birds.
Okay, cool.
I want you to tell me which one's a wheel and which are fake.
Okay, I like it.
I'll give you 2 at a time. One of them's going to be wheel and one's fake. Do you know the game?
I understand the game, and I
Great.
appreciate you giving me a 50-50 chance on every question.
Number 1. The Little Bustard or the Cerulean Shriek Jay.
Sorry, run me through them again.
The Little Bustard or
The
the
little bustard.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the Cerulean Shriek Jay.
The cerulean squeak jay.
Shriek.
Shriek.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I have a very thick northern accent.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I thought it was a horrendous made-up speech impediment.
Which one's real and which one's fake?
I think the squeak jay is fake.
You are correct. Little Bustard is real.
Get in.
Okay, next one. The Lesser Pompous Jay
Okay.
or the Andean Cock off the Walk.
Sorry. Cock off the walk.
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 With an R.
A rock.
Yes.
I think the cock off the rock is fake.
It's real.
The cock off the rock?
Yes, the Andean Cock off the Walk.
Are you sure that that's not a swimming pool in the America
There
in the
might be a pool
60s?
named after it, but this bird is very real.
Okay, cool. I'm not going to Google that.
The Banana Quit
Banana quit.
or the Dusky Crested Snagglewen.
I think the banana quit's a real thing.
It is real.
Yes, okay, good.
The Slate Crowned Dribble Thrush
Okay.
or the Go Away Bird.
Ooh. I think this might be a red herring, which is also
No,
a bird.
it's a bird.
A herring is... Wait, no, a herring's a fish.
Correct.
Thank you. I was giving up fake information there, Dominic.
Fake.
I think the go-away bird's a real bird.
It is real.
Get in there.
The Horned Screamer or the Squeak Dove
The horn screamer
is real.
is real.
It is real.
Yes.
The Hottentrot Button Quail
Okay.
or a Gloom Gull.
The gloom goal.
No, it's the Hottentrot Button Quail.
Good. Okay, good.
A Goat Sucker
Mm-hmm.
or a Blot Thrush.
The goat sucker.
It is real.
Okay, good.
The Dick Sissel.
Sorry, Dick Sissel.
Yes. Or a Sooty Bit.
A sooty bit.
No, it's a Dick Sissel. That one's real.
Okay, good.
The Twice Spotted Wigglefinch or a Yellow-Bellied Sapsucker.
Oh, the first one.
That one's fake. It's the
Oh.
Yellow-Bellied Sapsucker.
I was doing so well, Dominic, and it's all gone downhill.
The Pop-Eyed Shot Dodger
Yeah.
or the Red-Flanked Dwizzlepecker.
What was the first one?
The Pop-Eyed Shot Dodger.
I think it's the second one. Can you just say the name again?
The Red-Flanked Dwizzlepecker.
Yes, the red flank drizzle pecker.
It's the pop-eyed shot dodger.
Oh,
The lesser spangled hootlet
okay.
or a Labrador twister.
The Labrador Twister.
That
I
one's
actually think it's
real.
I really thought it was the other way around, but I like the name Labrador Twister.
And then the last one, a timberdoodle or a pale-throated snagglebill.
Timberdoodle.
Timberdoodle? Final answer?
Yes.
For the £1 million, real or fake dollars?
Can I phone a friend?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to call my brother Tim, please.
Okay, let me get him on the line.
Ring, 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 ring.
Joey's trapped me in the fucking cupboard. Get me out.
Why? Oh, the first one.
It is a timberdoodle, you are correct.
Good. I'm glad.
Okay, I wasn't keeping score, so I don't know if you won or not.
Well, we all know that I won and lost in that quiz. Thank you. Our first episode, and you made me cry.
I'm aware.
Goodbye, Dominic. That plays jingle again on the way out. Bye, Dominic.
My name's Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Littlewood. Dominic Little. I'm on the case.
Oh, I've finally got the fucking ropes off my wrist. Jesus, he's strong.
I'd like to reassure everyone as well that Dominic Littlewood might come back every now and then, but we'll never see Ringo Starr again.
No, he's dead. We killed him.
I don't know if we can legally say that. Is he
Fine.
dead?
I don't think so.
No.
Now on the
Might be
news on
violence.
Wednesday, Ringo Starr killed.
What if he dies on the 9th of July when this goes out?
That'd be so spooky.
He is 84 years old,
Doesn't mean he's going to die on a Wednesday.
although it's his birthday on the 7th of July.
Wow.
He'll be 85 by the time this comes out.
Oh, no, he's dead.
That's it. Right, Tim. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Is there anything you else wanted to cover in this episode?
No, that's about it.
No? Okay, cool. Well, let's get back to our quiz, give a shout out, and then get out of here.
Yeah. So, Joey, your pub quiz question of the week is, what is the capital of New York?
I'm so flustered by Dominic Littlewood, I can't even think of somewhere else to be stupid and make up. Is it New Jersey?
No, it's Albany.
I'll never get that. Right, Tim, any shout outs?
Gaming Views, we did an advert for them at the start of the episode.
Talking Smack had a really good episode out last Wednesday when we were having a break about
Yep.
summer feeling movies. It was really fun.
Cool.
Of course, Josh. Nothing but love for that man.
Mwah.
And Dan with the gaming flair, Hypno Dreams on Worlds to Spare. Who?
Alex, our other co-host for Game Club Pod. Oh, the Northern Boy.
Sorry, the Northern Boy.
Have we just regressed like 8 seasons or something?
I think so. Well, I also think that you shouldn't. Every time you think about buying money online,
Don't fucking do it. It's a waste of
time.
time.
There you go. Anyway, Tim, let's get out of here. Anything you want to say to the audience?
Take that, you bastards.
Take that, you bastards. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. I'll dab into this one.
Cannot hear you over the outro.
Very good.